Hey
Hi,
guys. I guess today was a milestone kind of day.
I'd say so.
We like milestones in this household.
We do.
Shira got to meet my parents today, which is crazy. And we're just debriefing from it. We haven't talked about it.
At all.
This was literally like a couple hours ago, so.
It was a very quiet car ride home. Not for a bad reason.
Yeah, we just want to, I don't know, share with you guys. We want this channel to be something that's like inviting and like life lesson-y in a way. Like if you are thinking about introducing your significant other to your parents, then you can have a little bit of a friendship on how ours went.
Or more specifically, if you're queer and thinking about, because it does feel different.
That is, yeah. I thought queer was implied at that point. I feel like if you're here, you're
we're
probably...
not gay. We're straight.
Yeah, we're just friends.
We're totally just friends. Ding. That's not me because my phone's on D&D.
That is you.
It is?
Yep. Your mom must be a bypass.
How?
So I went to pick her up. And the beginning of the day for Shy was a little rough.
Incredibly stressful.
And do you want to kind of debrief your perspective?
Of the before you picked me up?
Maybe like as I'm like while we were here.
Yes, I get dropped off from Valentine's Day, and me and Hells came upstairs, and I was really excited to meet her because I already met her sister, but her parents. But it hit me like actually when I woke up this morning, and I looked at Father and I was like, oh God, like I'm meeting Hale's family today. He was like, are you nervous? I was like, wouldn't you be nervous? He was like, oh yeah. So I already woke up kind of anxious about it, and then on top of that, a lot of other things in my life. It was a stressful week that I was anxious about, so it was just not mixing well. So by the time Tels came here, I had didn't have a moment to really debrief it because I was gonna go all morning. So I got stressed out about my outfit. Was I stressed about other things?
You stressed about your outfit, you thought you were being too negative, you thought, like you didn't like your energy, just like stuff like that.
Yeah, I just don't want to bring the energy I was carrying from the week into meeting her parents, and then they get that perception of me, because that's not me. So I was just concerned about first impressions, essentially. However, Hells and I had a very sweet moment, and she was able to calm me down, to the point where I was able to do my makeup and get ready and feel pretty and like energy clean. Do you want to tell them more about that or your perspective of that?
I mean, my thing is when Shy kind of freaks out is just to make sure that all the negative thoughts in her head, all the incorrect thoughts that her brain is feeding her, I provide reason onto why those aren't true, because she knows they're not true. I just have to remind her sometimes. And that's what I did. We just kind of took a break. Oh, because you were also stressed on time too.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I was just like, I want you to be comfortable meeting my parents. Take an hour to figure out what you want to wear. Like, that's fine. Like, I want you to feel like you. Also, it's the Super Bowl today. And
Go Eagles! Even though they did not play.
And, well, it's the Super Bowl at the time of this recording. Let me rephrase that. And, you know, it's like we can be there during kickoff, but it's a football game. It's slow. Like, it's going to be fine.
We didn't miss much.
We didn't miss anything, in fact.
Yeah.
We were there right at kickoff, essentially. And we kind of got to eat before the game even really started. And we left.
We left, and not only did we leave, I get in the car, and she queued up a bunch of songs that could help release some of that energy I was holding, because I was belting. But she picked songs that she knew that I would like to sing to. So we had a nice little karaoke, and like by the time we started singing and just vibing out to like the songs we like to listen to, I wasn't even nervous anymore. I think all that energy just dipped Which is really sweet of you. So I did it for you. If your partner's nervous on the way there, play some songs that y'all can like just let out that anxious energy too. Yeah. 10 out of 10 recommend.
We love a good little distraction.
Oh, absolutely.
So, you know, it doesn't have to be songs. It could be a podcast or a book they like to listen to.
Something.
Yeah.
But it didn't just like distract me. It helped me really get that energy out. And we pulled up to your house. I had a moment of nervousness, but I was like, okay, like F it, let's just go inside. And because I felt nice at that point, like I felt pretty. And I brought them flowers, made a little bouquet. And yeah, I kind of blacked out for the first like 3 minutes of being in the house. I'm not gonna hold you.
She walked in. My sister was in the front, like the very first room. And so she knows my sister, so I think that was really helpful because she's really comfortable with her. They got to interact, hug, all that good stuff and talk. And then she walked in and met my parents. So it's like she had a little bit of a buffer. And then she saw my mom sitting on the couch, and then my dad was in the kitchen, and she like froze a little bit. And I was like, hi, everyone, this is Shira. And she was like, hi, everyone. And then she just like paused for a second. I just like pointed at her hand because she had flowers in them. I think she forgot a little bit. And so she was like, oh yeah, these are for you guys.
These are for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yo, Valentine's Day is Wednesday. It's Sunday.
But it was really sweet. And
they seemed to like
and my mom was sweet about it. And then we talked about a bunch of things that are going on in the kitchen. And for the most part, we were ready to eat after that.
Y'all. Okay, I'm not a big... I gotta sit up.
Un momento, por favor.
We had ribs. But I'm not like... I'm a chicken nuggets girl down. Like, boneless chickens. Y'all can all flame me, I don't care. Boneless chickens. Fix your face.
I didn't make a face, I don't know what you're talking about.
I saw it.
She's a no bones girl.
I am, and I stand 10 toes behind that. So when it comes to ribs, clearly, like, I'm okay. Like, I don't need it. Like, I requested brisket because Hales asked what I would like. And I said brisket, but they didn't have brisket. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. I just won't eat the meat. Get there, the ribs looking at me, I'm looking at the ribs. They were looking delicious. And I was asking, what are these? He was like, barbecue, honey, and like dry rub. And I was like, why do I like want to try all of these? It was nice. It's like a butter or something. Okay. Mm-hmm. This is not about the food, but the food, Hell's family can cook.
That's the moral of the story.
You can end the video here, actually. No, but the food,
Goodbye.
The food was delicious, and I felt fed and happy and full. And then everyone was sitting on the couch, and I had a moment like, where am I gonna sit? Cause like there was a spot open not too far from Hill's father and mom, but then I was like, okay, Hill's sitting over there. Should I sit next to Hill? Should I sit over here? I just didn't know what to do, so I kind of just like stood there. Yeah,
I did see you like have a mini thought, like, should I sit? I was like, what are you doing? It's just like, come sit over here.
I just didn't think it was gonna. Oh, you have apple juice I want.
Where's my apple juice?
Could I have a sip there?
Okay, maybe. It's the ADHD, y'all.
Maybe.
Yeah, you can have a sip later.
Okay. Well, it was.
Huh?
I'm getting a sip later. So basically, I sat next to Hills, and you can take over, Story.
Yeah, she sat next to me, and we started watching the game for the most part. I got my computer, she got her work stuff, and we kind of vibed on things that we needed to work on. We took some pictures that I was editing, a video about that eventually. And I mean, yeah, we were just kind of chilling.
Yeah.
I guess at that point, it's just like, how were the vibes for you?
I mean, I felt incredibly comfortable. Like I said, it was really nice because, I mean, I am a student, so I have homework, and I'm an acting major, so I like lines to learn and stuff, and I didn't want to feel like disconnected from what y'all were doing, but I had to do my own stuff. But it was nice that I felt comfortable enough to like just, I guess, do what I need to do, like in a natural manner, without feeling like, oh God, they probably think I'm, like, you know, because she was working and I was working, and it was a nice vibe. I felt very comfortable, which I didn't expect to feel so comfortable. I wasn't tense at all. I was chilling. I almost took a nap.
I told her to take a nap. She was so tired.
The itis got to me. And I was like, yeah, I was tired. But it was really nice. I was able to like lay out hills and stuff, and they didn't seem affected or uncomfortable, which was nice as well. So yeah, I felt incredibly comfortable. Then Usher came on.
Controversial apparently, because some people either like the Usher.
Did y'all like the Usher Super Bowl halftime?
I thought it was good. We were having a great time.
Her was hot.
Why'd she say that so loud?
What I meant was her performance was like hot, like no, like not her. I mean, hers hot too. She's hot too. Her is hot.
I think I don't know what's happening.
But what I'm saying is like the outfit.
I think she's malfunctioning.
The hair.
Yeah, everything about her.
The guitar. Her did great. Her did a great job in the Super Bowl. I like this. Okay.
You liked her?
Huh.
I couldn't tell.
But
I thought it was good. We were having a great time.
I was enjoying.
We were jamming.
I was like.
We were enjoying the switch ups, the movement, the people. Lil Jon.
But also, apparently, her mom loves Usher.
Yeah, that's her favorite artist.
So it was a really great. It was funny watching her and your dad, cause Dad was like. But we were all really into it. I actually like one of the moments because it was like with the song and then people in the crowd like that, and we're on the couch like vibing to it. So nice
and my dad's just sitting there like this.
Yeah, he was not having it, and your mom was like. So it was really nice. It was really fun. Felt like I was a part of like family or something for a moment. So it was really cool. And yeah.
It was
10 out of 10. No, stop. Because I have beef with a 5-year-old apparently.
No, a 5-year-old has beef with you.
Me.
Get it right.
And a dog. So Hale's family has a dog, and she was side-eyeing me.
She
and then I was like, why is she side-eyeing me? And your dad was like, oh, because, what did he say?
He was like, oh, you see that there's somebody else messing around with Hales. Like, she don't know who that other girl is, and
She was not having it.
She fine. It's not even my dog.
Hal's baby brother is literally an angel. I was so excited to see him because I've only ever seen him on FaceTime. And I think he's so precious. And I didn't want to force myself, in his presence because I understand I don't like people. He ain't required to like me.
Yeah.
He doesn't know me. But it was like by the end of the night, he had not interacted with me all night, y'all. Interacted with me all night. By the end of the night, he comes up to me, grabs my hand, and, wanted to...
He likes to do shapes in the air and stuff like that, so he'll be like, triangle, and draw it in the air. So he grabbed Shy's finger and did a pentagon.
So let's repeat. I was on my phone, and I just felt something grab my hand. I assumed it was Hale's, because I don't think anyone else in her family would be grabbing Hale's, and this little boy has not pushed himself... Well, actually, I'm like, her little brother did not talk to me all night or interact with me. But he was not far. Yeah. Because I was next to you.
He was leaning on you at one point.
He was leaning on me. He was sitting on my feet. Mm-hmm. He was next to me. Mm-hmm. But he wasn't directly interacting. So he was indirectly interacting. I did peep that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you did.
I did.
Okay.
I thought you were probably really happy inside about it.
I was just oh. Yeah, he's so cute. But so I did notice he felt comfortable enough to touch me at the very least, which I take it seriously because I don't play with that. But I felt something grab my hand. I look back and he's right there. By the way, this kid is fast. He gets from one side of his space.
He teleports.
And Hell's still saying, "Where'd you come from?" She kept doing that all night. I was like, "Hell, stop!"
Because he does that all the time.
I saw him walk over here, but then I finally experienced what Hell's experienced because I looked. He was over there on his iPad by the TV, and I'm in the kitchen and I feel and then he goes, "Wait," and I was like, "Oh, okay."
No, he said pentagon.
He said pentagon.
And you said...
octagon.
She misheard him.
I misheard him. Thought he said... And first of all, I thought I felt 8 sides. And then he looks at me.
And then walked over to me so I could try to do it.
I felt I was yes. I was so excited to meet him. And now he wants to grab my hand and do shapes. I'm ready. He said, pentagon. I said, octagon.
Yeah. And then he walked away.
And then it gets worse. How's you get some this?
So essentially he sat next to me and I wasn't trying to play with him in the air because I was doing other things. And so he started singing to Shira, we wish you a Merry Christmas.
And I was like,
And then
slay.
that's all she did. And I was like, no, you gotta sing back. And so she goes, okay, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I was like, wait, no, you gotta let him sing the other half. And she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I didn't know what this was a thing. I just met the kid. I was excited. I was like, okay, he's like, strike two, it's fine. And then, like, I'm not doing well.
This is how you know that she hasn't interacted with young children in a while.
No, stop.
Because
Stop.
I go, well, it's okay. He really likes the song Bingo. Sing Bingo. And she looks at me and goes, Bingo. And so I'm like, there was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name.
E-I-E-I-O.
And that's what she did. And I said, that's not the right song.
No, you said there was a farmer who had a dog, and I said E-I-E-I-O.
That's probably, yeah.
And then she started laughing. I didn't understand why you were laughing until you told your dad, and I looked at the lyrics.
Yeah.
But
she didn't realize that
point,
song didn't go with the other song.
I think he's still precious. And clearly he likes me or wants to like me. I just gotta redeem myself. But
she's working on it.
That was the only like womp 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 of the night, was failing with interacting with her 5-year-old little brother. But it's okay. We'll have multiple opportunities to.
She's got plenty more time to learn, and it is a learning process.
And I am very grateful that at the very least he felt comfortable around me.
Yeah.
Like I did see that. He just doesn't know me. So he tried. I failed. It's okay.
She'll get there.
That was the only fail of the night. Everything else I felt fine about. How did you feel?
I felt good. I was chilling. I was happy to have you there. And you kept like doing little like nervous things, and at one point you like kept leaning on me like this, and I was like, oh, that's cute. That's like an interesting distance, but like I'm still touching my girlfriend kind of thing to do. And then you were like, can I lean on you? And I was like, yeah, you could lean on me. And she leaned on me, and it was really sweet. But I thought it went really well, and we got to. You got to like see the banter of the family for the most part. Like my dad picks on my mom, but like in a funny way. My mom picks on my dad in a funny way. And my mom at one point just like hit the like the back of my head, and I said, "What was that for?"
I was gonna say it was a love tap, and she said something to the same effect.
Yeah, she said it was a love tap.
A love lick. She said love.
A love lick. Yeah.
We call it love taps in my family.
But yeah, I felt like Shy got to experience basically like the spectrum of what my family is, because that's the dynamic, and that's what was important to me.
I will say it was a lot more informal than I imagined it would be.
Mm-hmm.
Thought it was gonna be like more of a questioning, or like, I can't say interrogation.
Yeah.
That's what comes to mind. Not in like a rude way, but like in a, who are you?
Yeah.
She comes over, you know, a lot. And I was assuming that more like, who are you that my daughter spends so much time with?
Yeah.
Also, Helen told me that I'm the first person she's brought home.
In this capacity.
In this capacity.
I've never really like brought someone home and been like, hey mom, and dad, this is the person I'm dating. It's always like, hey, this is my friend, we're gonna go upstairs now.
Right.
And then and run away. But yeah, Shy is the first person that I brought home intentionally.
Yeah. So with that being said, I put a pressure on myself that wasn't necessarily there.
But I also did tell her towards the beginning of this, when I was just like giving a little like rundown of what could happen. I was like, they could ask you these questions.
Yeah.
They also might not ask you anything at all. We're just gonna be watching the game. Like that, it's really not a big deal.
And that's all we did. We literally just went over there, ate dinner. Hi, I'm Shira. Oh, they were like, okay, cool. Here's food. Let's watch the game.
They said, eat as much as you want.
Her dad asked me about football. I was like, eh.
Yeah.
That was pretty much it. But I felt incredibly comfortable, which I wasn't expecting. I was kind of nervous, but like, I think that's okay.
Yeah.
New space, new people. So, yeah, that's all my thoughts.
I thought she did really well. I thought we did really well. Cause you know, queer time, straight time, you gotta ease them into it.
She was like, maybe chill on the babe and the baby and all. Honey bear, like all the cat name or catnip. Is it catnip?
Pet names?
Well, cat's a pet. Cat names.
That sounds like catcalling, and I don't know if I like that.
No, it don't.
Okay, whatever.
Pet names.
Yeah, pet names.
She said chill on the pet names. I was like, okay, I will. But then I slipped up a couple times with the babe, because it's just natural. But they didn't
it wasn't a
seem
big
to
deal.
care, and it wasn't like obnoxious or overdoing it. It was very subtle.
Yeah. That was what was important to me.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. That's not mean. Like I wouldn't. Yeah. And then we left, and in the car we were listening to Usher. Hells recognize how much Usher I do not know.
Yeah. It's okay. I just grew up in a household with a mother who that's her number one. Like as soon as he came out to the public and the artist.
You said came out like
artistry.
he's gay. As soon as he came out, my mom was all over him. Like that's how you said that. Usher's gay.
This is what this video is going to be called now.
As soon as Usher came out, my mom was like, yes.
This video is going to be called that now.
No Usher gay pride.
No. As soon as like Usher was introduced into the artistry of music, like my mom was all over that.
There we go.
She's been to so many concerts.
Really?
And at one point I was working with someone in Atlanta whose parents lived in the same neighborhood as Usher's mom. And there was once when I saw him and his mom interacting at the front door, and that was a weird, wild time. And when I told my mom that, she was like, "How did you go up to them and say hi for me? Why didn't you go give them a hug? Why didn't you take a picture?" And I was just like, "Because it's Usher? I ain't messing with that man. That's his home."
Right. That's so cute. No, her mom looked like a kid in the candy store watching the Usher halftime. And then when he started stripping, your dad was not up. Oh my God. I was like, oh. We were like, okay. I was like, what is this on me? I'm like, but it was fun. But on the way home, we tried to sing Usher. When I say try, because my voice is like doing this thing, it does this. And these are my confessions. But
wait, we can't sing this because YouTube does copyright strikes over everything.
Please.
Yeah.
Relax, YouTube.
No, we can't do that.
But anyways, yes, we played a couple Usher songs, and then I was like, okay, well.
Back to the normal music.
And we played some personal songs to us. Mm-hmm. That songs that like we listened to when we first started. I'm trying to be like when we first started dating, mm-hmm. You know, and it was really sweet. And that's all I'm saying. And then we went to ice cream. We went to Jenny's. We got ice cream, and then we sat in the ice cream parlor. And I was trying to, do a marriage license, and Hills had to stop me.
She tried to sign up for an online marriage license, and now we're back on queer time, which...
Oh, wait, I can't even...
Whoa!
I'm glad she stopped me, because I'm certainly not ready to get married right now. But it was a little jokey joke gone too far. But Hills like, sorry, stop. So I had to stop. So we're not married.
You sound so disappointed.
No, it's fine. Like,
I had to stop, so we're not married.
Because it said we were eligible. But anyways... I had to block them because they started emailing me, hey, you didn't finish your marriage license. And then we drove home, and I took a shower, and now we're here.
And now you're here.
Now you're here.
So yeah.
That was it.
That was all that happened. So thanks for
watching,
listening to us for a good little story time.
And if you're meeting your partner's parents, that's it, right? Okay.
Oh, yeah, let's end it with, like, advice.
Yes.
Like, one piece of advice that you learned from today.
Well, you should give one from your perspective of introducing to your partner's parents.
Okay.
And then I'll give it from...
I think if you are introducing your partner to your parents and you are nervous, I would say trust in... Because, let me preface. Not everyone's parents are the same. Mm-hmm. And there are lots of horror stories out there in the world and on the internet. And honestly, we're happy that we can share good and bad with you whenever we decide to. But I say that if you know your parents and your parents know you, and I stopped it. Hey now, shush. Sorry about that. I think if your parents know you in the exact same capacity, then it's just like, trust them with something that is important to you. Like, Shira is important to me. And, you know, when she was freaking out at the beginning, I was like, no, it's okay. Be yourself. Like, she was like, do I wear this or this? I was like, wear what makes you comfortable, wear what makes you happy. She was like, is this too much makeup? I was like, babe, just put on the makeup the way you want to. I want them to like you, not something that you want to be for them. Like, that's important. So I think stressing that to your partner and also trusting that your parents know you is helpful when you're introducing.
I agree. Were you nervous at all?
I think I was nervous like yesterday, but then I went to sleep and then I was just excited. Like,
that's fair.
I knew they would like you, and I knew that it would be stressful, even if it was, I had to tell it to you several times. Like, I knew it wouldn't be stressful.
Yeah, and on the receiving end, like if you're going to meet your partner's parents, just breathe. And like I said, don't try to change. I don't know. I just was so concerned with them like liking me, I guess, or making a valid first impression, considering the energy I've been feeling recently. Like I said, I didn't want to carry that in. Had this week not been as much, I would have been less like concerned. But yes, try to debrief, process on your own. If you're, if you need it, go to your partner, let them know, like, hey, stressed, anxious, scared. And hopefully you have a great enough partner to talk you off that ledge when you get there. And, sorry.
That'll make more sense later.
Right. But, yeah, I won't say don't be nervous, because that's sorry, it's BS. But
that's beep.
Right. But don't overthink it. Just be yourself. Find comfort in yourself. Find comfort in your partner. And you and your partner should have each other's backs. And no matter how it goes, like, it'll be okay. Moral of the story, it'll be okay. Just go and be yourself.
Yeah.
And whatever happens. I don't know. Like,
I also want to add that sometimes it takes time.
Yeah.
For everyone to be on the same page.
And that's okay too.
But that doesn't mean you change yourself in order for it to happen faster. Just give it time.
God forbid it doesn't go the way you want it. It's okay. Like you said, it takes time sometimes, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But this was a good experience for me, and I'm manifesting and hoping and sending good energy if you're meeting your partner's parents. Hopefully this video helped.
Or at least brought you a little comfort if some things have not went your way in the past.
Yeah, it's gonna get better.
It will.
That's all I have to say.
I think that's all I have to say.
Good night, guys. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, it's late.